Hello and welcome to my channel, Celebrity Matrix. Today's video is how poor mechanic who lost his wife saved a woman in a wedding dress. His name was Daniel. He lived in a small town called Brookside, where the streets were quiet and most people knew each other by name. Daniel was a mechanic. He worked every day at a small garage near the edge of town. The garage wasn't fancy. The roof leaked when it rained, and the tools were old and worn. But Daniel loved his job. He could fix almost anything: cars, bikes, even broken radios. His hands were rough from years of work, but his heart was kind. Daniel wasn't rich. He lived in a tiny house with peeling paint and a shaky porch. He didn't mind. He had lived there with his wife, Clara. She was the light of his life. She used to bring him soup when he worked late and sing songs while she cooked. But 2 years ago, Clara got very sick. The doctors tried to help, but she passed away. Daniel never stopped missing her. Every night he looked at her photo on the shelf and whispered, "I miss you." Life was quiet after Clara. Daniel worked hard, saved money, and kept to himself. He didn't go to parties or talk much, but he still helped people. If a neighbor's car broke down, he fixed it for free. If a kid's bike had a flat tire, he pumped it up and smiled. People liked Daniel, even if he was quiet. One cold Saturday morning, Daniel was walking to the garage. It had rained all night, and the roads were wet. The sky was gray, and the air smelled like wet earth. As he turned the corner near the old bridge, he saw something strange. A woman stood in the middle of the road. She was wearing a white wedding dress. Her hair was wet, and she was shivering. She looked lost, like she didn't know where she was. In one hand she held a bouquet of flowers. In the other, she gripped the edge of her dress like she was trying not to fall. Daniel stopped. "Hey," he called. "Are you okay?" The woman turned slowly. Her eyes were wide and full of fear. "I don't know where I am," she said, her voice shaking. "My car, it broke down. I ran. I don't know why I ran." Daniel stepped closer. "It's okay. You're safe now. What's your name?" "Lena," she whispered. "Lena, you're freezing. Let me help you." He took off his jacket and put it around her shoulders. It was big on her, but it helped. "Come on," he said gently. "Let's get you somewhere warm." He led her to the garage. It wasn't much, but it had heat and a small couch. He turned on the space heater and gave her a blanket. He made her a cup of hot tea from the old kettle in the back. As Lena sipped the tea, she started to calm down. "Thank you," she said. "I don't know what happened. I was on my way to my wedding. Everything felt wrong. My fiancé, he wasn't kind. He didn't care about me. He only cared about money, about what people would think. I panicked. I saw the bridge, and I just ran." Daniel listened. He didn't judge. He just nodded. "Sometimes," he said, "the bravest thing you can do is stop." Lena looked at him. "You're not like other people." "I'm just a mechanic," Daniel said with a small smile. They sat in silence for a while. Then Lena asked, "Were you married?" Daniel's face softened. "Yes, her name was Clara. She died 2 years ago." "I'm so sorry," Lena said. Daniel looked at the photo of Clara on the shelf. "She was everything. When she left, I thought I'd never be happy again. But I learned something. Love doesn't disappear. It stays, even when the person is gone." Lena wiped a tear from her cheek. "I don't want to marry him. I never loved him. I was just afraid to be alone." Daniel said, "Being alone isn't the worst thing. Living a lie is worse." Lena took a deep breath. "What should I do?" Daniel thought for a moment. "You should go home. Not to your fiancé. To your real home. Where you feel safe. Where you can think. You don't have to decide today. But you don't have to go back to something that hurts you." Lena nodded. She looked at the wedding dress. "I don't want this." Daniel smiled. "Then take it off. Start fresh." She did. She changed into some old clothes Daniel found in the back, jeans and a plain shirt. She looked different, lighter, freer. Daniel drove her to the bus station. "Here," he said, handing her some money. "For the ticket. Go where you need to go." Lena looked at him. "I don't know how to thank you." "You already did," Daniel said. You reminded me that helping people it matters. She hugged him. You saved me. No, Daniel said. You saved yourself. I just gave you a warm place and a little hope. She got on the bus. As it pulled away, she waved. Daniel stood there, watching until it disappeared around the corner. That night, Daniel sat in his small house. He looked at Clara's photo. You would have liked her, he said softly. She was brave. He didn't feel so alone anymore. Helping Lena had opened something in his heart. It wasn't about replacing Clara. It was about remembering that kindness still had power, that one small act could change a life. The next week, something strange happened. A letter came in the mail. It was from Lena. She wrote that she had gone back to her hometown, far away. She had broken off the engagement. She was starting over, working at a bookstore, making new friends. She said Daniel's words stayed with her. You gave me courage, she wrote. Thank you for seeing me when I was lost. At the end she added, one day I hope to thank you in person. Daniel smiled. He put the letter beside Clara's photo. Months passed. Spring came. The garage got busier. Daniel fixed more cars. He even hired a young kid to help him. Life wasn't perfect, but it was good. Then one sunny afternoon, a car pulled up to the garage. It was shiny and new. A woman stepped out. It was Lena. She wasn't in a wedding dress. She wore a simple blue dress, and a big smile. In her hand, she held a small box. Daniel, she said. Daniel wiped his hands on a rag. Lena, you came back. I told you I would, she said. I wanted to show you something. She opened the box. Inside was a small painting. It showed a garage, an old bridge, and a man in a jacket helping a woman in white. I painted it, Lena said. It's called The Day I Was Found. Daniel's eyes got a little wet. It's beautiful. I also wanted to ask you something. Lena said, would you like to have dinner, just as friends? I'd love to hear more of your stories. Daniel smiled. I'd like that. And as the sun set behind the trees, Daniel stood by his garage, not as a man who had lost everything, but as one who had found purpose again, one act of kindness at a time. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video. Bye.